Is there a difference between who necessarily do not exist or who do not exist necessarily? This is from the English version of the book, The Name of the Rose, by Umberto Eco. Brother William was arguing that the non-Christian people should also be given the right to rule. Here are some sentences before the one that I have question with. And could it be denied that many Roman emperors, Trajan, for instance, had exercised their temporal power with wisdom? And who gave the pagans and the infidels this natural capacity to legislate and live in political communities? My question is on the following sentence. Was it perhaps their false divinities, who necessarily do not exist, or do not exist necessarily, however you understand the negation of this modality? Certainly not. I think here he used these two different expressions to express slightly different inferences. Is that true? So what is the difference? Also the clause, however you understand the negation of this modality, does it confirm the difference? Thank you for your help.
Yes, there is a difference. Who necessarily do not exist means that those people do not exist due to some need or requirement. This is saying the who do not exist. Who do not exist necessarily means that those people may not exist, that we can't logically conclude that they do exist. This is not saying that the who do not exist. Instead, it is saying that the who may or may not exist.
The modality referred to is occasioned by the adverb necessarily. Apparently, Eco is considering two different statements where the negation either does not or does span the modality, respectively. Necessarily not exist. Not necessarily exist. These would indeed be understood differently, provided our understanding of necessarily X is different to X alone, of course. This may take some mind-bending, smiley face. The intuitive understanding of some eminent philosophers of the modality of necessity led to semantic models for modal statements, such as possible world semantics. Under this semantics, necessarily X is explained as X holds in all possible worlds. This explanation makes apparent the distinction of the two statements. Philosophers' preoccupation with necessity, and the consequent need to develop a semantics for it, traditionally stemmed from considerations of a priori truths or ontological arguments, etc.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.